Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. I've been telling you about this vital partnership between the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service and James Amps of Amps International. They have been generating interest in the field of agriculture and conservation through these entrepreneurship retreats that they've been holding throughout the U.S. Virgin Islands and parts of the Caribbean. What they've been doing is putting investment dollars behind their business ideas through a pitch competition. And today we're going to find out who took home the top prize.
A remarkable return to St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands to generate interest in the field of agriculture and conservation, primarily among the youth. A partnership between the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service and James Amps of Amps International is designed to not only introduce high school and college students to this now high-tech industry, but teach them how to build a business. Chief Terry Cosby of the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service and his counterpart Vivian Dixon are behind approving tens of thousands of dollars for this impactful initiative.
Our world is focused on the building of relationships. Do you think it's all about what you know? You think it's all about your education? Somebody says, well, I got a college degree. Well, good for you. What are you doing with it? I talk to a lot of folks who have college degrees who are unemployed. Why? Because they never knew what they wanted to do. You have a chance now, under what we call entrepreneurship and being more creative, to really think about what it is that you want to do.
I can just tell the energy in the room is really incredible. Looking out to the participants, the children, I see excitement. Also, I would definitely express I love the themes that are coming through already. Teaching the children, talking about mindfulness. The children emphasizes to children the importance of them staying home, obtaining knowledge, the concepts around passion. What does that really mean? Skill building, and for me, also giving the children an opportunity to know the local resources that are available.
The idea is for participants to hear from the owners in agriculture themselves and build a business around solving a problem.
We are back in St. Croix for the second time. We were here last year, and we decided to come back because the NRCS, National Resources Conservation Service, allowed us to do a second trip in St. Croix and then one in Puerto Rico. And this time we're at an orchard farm, even though he doesn't call it a farm. So he's showing us all the fruits that they have here. And so this initiative is more important than the first one because we have some of the folks who graduated from the first retreat who are now in this retreat as senior participants and helping to move those groups along so that they can build their businesses.
Mr. Chichester is a fruit collector, and so he's gotten fruits on this property from all over the world, as well as what he mentioned this morning, the custard apple and pond apple, which is an actual native fruit. Not too many native fruits are here on the island, but he has a couple of them in his collection. There are so many fruits worldwide that can be grown here for fruit, for juice, for cooking, for export, a number of things. And these guys are going to be exposed to a number of stuff they've never heard about.
What have you learned about just in the few minutes that we've been here on this orchard?
They have many different types of fruits with seeds on the outside that you could actually use, like mountain apples and what was the next one? Pineapples. Pineapple is one of them fruits. And I was like, what? I thought like strawberry or berries would be the type of answer, but no, he said different types. And I'm only seeing, since I only live on St. Croix, never got anyplace else, I've only seen these types. So really and truly hearing about different types of fruits, very, very cool.
The primary challenge for us here, as I said again, is there. Second challenge, may not be the challenge for you guys on the mainland, is supplies. Irrigation supplies, fertilizer, pesticide and stuff, everything we have to bring in here. The cost is outrageous because you have shipping, you have the cost of the product, plus shipping, plus when you need the product, it may not be available because it takes time to get it.
The students participating in the AMPS Entrepreneurship Leadership Institute retreat also getting a history lesson at a cattle farm that's been in the area since the 1800s.
We had a herd of cattle, and from that we developed a breed that was actually started in St. Croix. were cattle that came here from Senegal, West Africa in about 1860 that we call Senegalese. We know the real name. And then one of our dairy farmers here in about 1915 started crossing those cattle with a breed from England called Redpole. And that breed has no horns, all red in color, good milk production. But the breed from Senegal, West Africa had a heat tolerance for our environment. And now our breed is popular in over 20 countries, from Vietnam to Australia, to South Africa, to Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Guatemala, all started here in St. Croix.
I am it. I do that. I do the accounting. I do the managing. I do the buying. I do the all that stuff.
Opportunity, right?
Yeah, you don't want any help doing that?
It's very possible. Arlene Ace, who works with us, she's always the one who gets pulled in when he or I need something. But yeah, love to have your name and number and yep.
That's the business. That's the business you come up with, right? Never give a pulse.
The students are broken up into teams to compete for a pitch competition for investment dollars. In about 30 hours, they learn everything from creating a logo and company name to crunching the numbers. But most of all, how to reach customers.
Know your audience. Who are you talking to? Now all of you say, ta-da! All of you, ta-da! Ta-da! That's T-A-D-A, Target Audience Design Approach. Always know who you're talking to. When I get to Atlanta, I already know who I'm talking to. I'm not even there. And then I design my presentation based on my audience.
This is an intensive retreat, so it's important to not only eat right, but relax, instilling the discipline of balance in their work ethic.
So we're gonna press one foot. Lift this up. It's gonna go in between our legs. Up.
I've done it before.
The climax of the AMPS Entrepreneurship Leadership Institute retreat is the pitch competition, which is judged by locals vested in the industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Project Green.
Project Green, a green tomorrow. Project Green's mission statement is to promote volunteering amongst the youth within the Caribbean and to encourage them to learn more about agriculture and to help better the communities while learning more about it.
Our goal is to make a better society, right? We want to become and show green. That's what we're getting volunteers involved. We're getting volunteers in the community so that we can make green tomorrow.
So this project that we've decided to come up with here today doesn't end in this year. So by the end of the year, we hope to build our first garden in one of the project home communities and to start to get a relationship with our other community.
Have you decided which community you will start with your garden?
Yes, there's a community on St. Thomas. It's I don't like to use the word projects, but it's a disadvantaged community. It's near Yacht Haven. I'm not sure the exact name, but we would like to incorporate a garden in that community, and Ajiba has the other community.
The other community is here in St. Croix and is the one that I live in. Once we start this organization, it can really help the kids in that environment, because growing up, looking at my peers and observing the way that they act, they are less motivated because there aren't enough organizations and they're like thrown in their face for them to know like you're more than just a child in a project, you're more than just a child in a low income environment. There's something out there for you and you can be more than your environment.
Welcome, STAT, STAT.
Let me ask you something. What exactly is STAT? STAT stands for Student Technology and Agriculture Training.
The service that STAT is providing is internships and programs. The people we are searching for is farmers, youths, and of course sponsors.
St. Croix has always been potential. We have the land, we have the climate, we have the farms, we have the soil. If anything happens to mainland, if any crisis happens, shipment does not come to St. Croix. That is a crisis that we need to get a hold. Accordingly, remember, as you strive for excellence, success,
better,
And greatness.
do it. Let's not wait.
Let's check out Farmer Ziggy.
And our project is called Farmer Ziggy. Our goal is to help change the beliefs and values of young people about agriculture.
We're more of a brand. We want to basically we're going to put our logo and stuff like that on t-shirts and pants and basically pretty much everything, anything we can put our brand on.
Project Ziggy, we started an Instagram page just a couple of days ago, no, actually yesterday, to see if this could actually work. And as you see so far, after the first 3 hours, we have over 50 followers with just the first post. So we know this is doable, and we know that we can.
Our long-term goal is to hit 1 million followers on all social media platforms and expand across the whole of the Virgin
I see
Islands.
that you said you're going to start with Instagram. Okay. What about for the older farmers? How are you going to what platform are you going to use for them? Because not everyone uses social media such as Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and those kind of things. So how are you going to reach them?
What we intend to do to start out is we want to visit our local farmers that don't have Instagram and TikTok and everything that you said, all the social media platforms, and we want to, because nobody knows about them because they don't have those, so we want to put them on the map utilizing our Instagram page. We will put their name, the name of their farm, and their location, give a tour of their farm, show people where they can buy their products from, and kind of boost them. They don't have to have a page. We do the work for them.
I am Sabana Jean-Baptiste, and I am the Chief Executive Officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Desania Stevens, and I am the Chief Operations Officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Diane James, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer of Green Outlet.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Amari Bartley, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer of the Green Outlet.
Green Outlet was created to engage our young generation in the pursuit of food, sovereignty, and security. As per the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, 97 of our food on the Virgin Islands is imported. This leaves us at a significant risk if anything were to happen within the global food supply chain.
This is our website that is currently activated. So the first thing that you're going to see when you open our website is, of course, the name, our slogan, where we produce the produce. We have 3 separate things that we're focusing on most in our organization, which is fertilizer, organic produce, and community involvement.
The yearly income statement with a total revenue of $80,000, gross profit of $56,000, and net surplus of $34,000.
The imports, though, they're not getting anything. They are our direct competitors because they will not be profiting off of us because we are going to have everything that we need right here on this island. We will grow it organically.
I'm interested in your poop. I just wanted to know what the plan was for harvesting, processing, and distributing the manure.
So our goal is to have scientists, and the scientists will collect, harvest, and test that poop and make it into a healthy organic fertilizer for our plants.
Green Outlet. I was so nervous because I didn't know who was gonna get first, second, third, fourth, but I just loved seeing you guys create and work hard together and create bond and friendships. Seeing you guys work late at night, even though it was stressful because I've been through it, I know you guys did really well and I'm very proud of you all. And I hope and pray that you guys continue to with these businesses because I think these will really help our community.
People run the world by relationships, not just about what you know. So I don't care how many degrees you have. We talked about it. Doesn't matter how many degrees you have. Who do you know and who knows you? That's key. Degrees are good. All right, you check mark that. I got that. They can't take it away from you. But then where do you want to go? Just to work for somebody, just to pay your bills, or do you want to do what you actually love to do? And that's the key. So my motto's always been: if you want something you've never had, you've got to do something that you've never done. I would drop the mic, but we have to pay for it. Y'all give yourselves a hand.
Such great story ideas coming out of that pitch competition. It's always amazing to do work with the AMPS Institute and the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service. I know that they are expecting to return to Puerto Rico. So when those applications come about, we'll be sure to let you know on Newsworthy Stories. The Eagle Regiment Marching Band is going to make history marching in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And I just want to remind you to make sure you're watching. And here is why. Things are heating up for Marjory Stoneman Douglas's Eagle Regiment Marching Band as they prepare to make history performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
So huge, exciting news. We are extremely honored and happy to be the first band selected from Broward County to ever perform in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this November. This is considered the biggest stage for any marching band to ever play on.
Multiple media outlets coming out to their practice to see firsthand how the marching band is preparing.
With the finale of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, it's like a little mini version of this show. This is basically a 9-minute competition show, and for Macy's and Herald Square, it's 1 minute and 15 seconds of dazzle everybody. And yeah, it's on a high level. You will definitely know the songs that we're going to play, and it's kind of a surprise.
It takes more than an invitation to make it to Macy's. The band has been raising money to not only sound good, but look good too, replacing worn-out instruments and much-needed equipment. One of the ways they were able to do that was through donations from family foundations of 2 former members of the Eagle Regiment.
You know, Alex Schachter, Gina Montalto were taken from us in the tragedy in 2018. Their families are still very, very involved with our program. And the Montaltos right now are presenting a check for $17,000 to assist us with costumes and flags toward the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And then the Schachter family is here as well, making their annual donation that they do. So the Montaltos are presenting $17,000 and the Schachters are presenting their $25,000 annual donation.
Alex loved the band so much. Alex made his best friends in band. He learned a work ethic in band, and he learned how he could work hard and then he could succeed. Alex played the trombone in the marching band, so we're always here for the band. We love the band, and the band gave so much to our family and to Alex, and we want to help as much as possible. That's why we're donating $25,000. They've got a big day coming up. They're going to the Macy's Day Parade, and we want to be there and help them as much as possible. And Alex is with them.
It's important for all these kids to have the media here, giving them well wishes, and letting the entire community of Parkland, Coral Springs, Miami know that, we are going to be representing Broward. We're the first band to represent Broward in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We are extremely excited for this great opportunity and honor. And again, all the marching band students know that this is the absolute biggest stage to perform on. And when we came to Stoneman Douglas in 2019, we talked about letting the world know of all the great things that are happening here at Stoneman Douglas High School, and that's exactly what we're preparing for.
The Eagle Regiment started out the year performing in London's New Year's Day Parade, then securing a victory in their first marching band competition at Flanagan High School. From there, a win at Lancer Jamboree, winning in several categories. At the Bands of America in Orlando, Florida, they went head-to-head with some of the most formidable marching bands in the country. It was an agonizing wait to hear if they made it to the finals.
.800. The Timber Creek High School Marching Band from Orlando, Florida.
Then this announcement came.
6.025. The Stoneman Douglas High School.
Not only did the Eagle Regiment make the top 12 finalists, but placed third in their division and fourth in the overall, which, as you can imagine, they are still celebrating. Be sure to follow the Eagle Regiment online, and if you can support them, please do. Make a donation today at eagleregiment.com. We'll, of course, be watching to see the Eagle Regiment take that big stage in New York, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We know you'll be watching too. And of course, following the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the next day is Black Friday. So there's a couple of things that you might not be thinking about this holiday season. One is called Lingo. And I've told you a little bit about Aisha Bowe. She's a former NASA rocket scientist with one of the fastest growing companies in the country. But she's also come up with this really cool STEM Lingo kit. It's a coding kit, but it really teaches teenagers in particular about how to craft their careers, what they're drawn to. And it's color-coded, so it can be done in any language. But to me, that's one of the things topping the holiday list, right? And then, of course, Carter Bonus. With Spectrum Golf, if you've got a golfer in the house, you're going to have to check out Carter Bonus. Dozens of people pouring in to hear the keynote speaker for the Overcomer Breakfast. It wasn't hard to tell who would be taking the mic because the picture of Carter Bonus of Spectrum Golf was all across the room at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. The owner, Patrick Rooney, who is also behind the Rooney's Golf Foundation, holds the event in honor of his son, who is diagnosed with autism like Carter.
My son Patrick is on the spectrum. He's 25 now. He's going to graduate, hopefully, this semester from Mercyhurst University up in Erie, PA, with a degree in hospitality. And he's been the driving force really behind us. He's really motivated me to want to get out of my comfort zone to do as much as I can for the autism community and people on the spectrum in general. The main reason is just to let people know that folks on the spectrum can do things. They can work, they can get married, they can go to school, they can drive. My son plays several musical instruments. They can contribute to society.
There were several high school and college students in the audience diagnosed with different forms of autism, along with their parents and supporters of those living with the diagnosis.
First of all, I'm a mom with a child on the spectrum. Natalie is 17 and a half, and I wanted to hear the kiddo. I was like, I'm interested because it's something that I related to. I live it every day, so very happy.
Please welcome Carter Bonus.
Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you guys doing? Good. I was diagnosed with autism
is 10 months old, and I didn't talk until I was 4. Now I talk.
Carter not only speaking, but taking questions from the crowd.
Why did you have bad social skills when you were young? Like, why were you anything and angry?
I was angry because I was being bullied every day. When the pandemic first started, I felt a little weird because I was being bullied every day. I'm like, is it real? Am I actually not being bullied? Yeah, so that's the reason why I was always angry and sad.
You know, another question over here.
Yeah?
Does children play golf?
Yeah, children do play golf. I know a lot of my friends who do play golf and are really good at playing golf.
What inspired you to play golf? Like, did you have anything before that you wanted to try, or was golf like the first thing you wanted to do?
Well, my mom said I played golf when I was super little, and I loved it, but I do not remember that. And my mom's friend actually said that we live on a golf course, and that I should try out golf sometime.
What's your lowest score for 18 holes?
My lowest score for 18 holes, that has to be 97, 98. I know that some stuff seems hard and that it's impossible, but one of my favorite quotes is, it seems impossible until it's done. And over the past 3 years, I never thought I would get here and do all the stuff that I'm doing right now. Be Sports Illustrated Sports Kid of the Year for 2022. Be UPS's and the Masters Unstoppable CEO. Meet Steph Curry. Meet all of these good people. Meet Ernie Els, Alex Checa. Meet all, and be speaking in schools and in front of all of you good people. And everyone that I've spoken to before. I never thought I would do any of this. When I was little, I thought I would be nothing. But now I'm actually here, and I am successful, and I am happy, and I am thriving, and I'm saying if I can do it, you guys can do it. If I can do what I'm doing every day, you guys can do what you can do every day. I started my business when I was 11 or 10. You guys can do what you guys can do. If I started a business at 10, so stay positive, do the hard work, and things will come to you that are good.
I have been fascinated by this idea of skills and a skills-based economy. And one of the things that my team and I actually created is called Lingo. It's a self-paced coding kit that teaches the fundamentals of computer science through hands-on electronics at home. Last year, we started tinkering with one box. That one box turned into us delivering over 6,000. We support teachers, we support countries, and you can all do it at home. And so I want to encourage people, if they have the opportunity, to go online and Google Lingo Coding Kit. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it from us, but students love it, and it exposes them to music. You can compose your own songs. It exposes them to sports. You can build a hand-eye coordination timer so you know how fast you are when you go to catch that ball. It is a modern-day, exposure-based coding kit that allows them to have all these experiences at home and online.